Youth restiveness and unemployment in Idiata North local government area of Imo State will be a thing of the past from now. This is happening at a time the senator representing Imo West, Osita Zunasa, is bringing skill acquisition closer to the people by building 2 resource centers. Prince Uba reports.
According to youth unemployment rate by National Bureau of Statistics, about 53.40% Nigerian youths are unemployed. Worried by this rising trend, the member representing Imo West Senatorial District says it is time to bring the youth out of poverty by empowering them with skills for a better future. The lawmaker made this known at a foundation laying ceremony in Uruala and Umukegu, Akokwa, all in Idato North local government area.
So the most important thing is for them to protect the project, secure the project, and ensure that things that we're going to put inside there will be secured for the benefit of their teeming youths. Because what we intend to do is, after the building has been completed, we will now stock it up with necessary skill acquisition tools. So they can train some people here, they will pass out and get started, and others will come.
As the Southeast region continues to grapple with insecurity, this effort will further help to engage the youths. The beneficiaries pledge to guard the communities where these projects are sited.
There is a remarkable difference about his personality. I want to encourage him to continue with the same pattern because it's not common. Secondly, I also want to commend him and thank him for his love for the less privileged and the handicapped in particular.
We wish you well. We acknowledge your effort. We appreciate you. The entire community is happy for what you have done for us. At least I've said before that what you have done for us, my youth, you can see how they are singing. You stand to talk. They want to sing, even not allowing you to talk. Why? Because they know that this is a project that you have prepared for them.
The entire structure is about 16 meters by 8 meters.
The projects are expected to be ready for use in the next 3 months with the help of complementing Governor Hope Uzodimma's achievements. Prince Oba, TVC News, Idato.
The federal government has begun the payment of fines for inmates in custodial centers who were sentenced but with an option of fine. The gesture is part of a reform program meant to decongest prisons nationwide. Sifon reports.
Let them support us.
It's a first step to freedom for Mike Audu, an inmate in the Kuje Custodial Center.
We don't give up. We think that we are nobody in this life again. But we really to appreciate the Honorable Minister that is showing concerning about us and is going to make us to be at home. We really appreciate that.
He and 4,067 others being held in custodial centers across the country are billed to benefit from the federal government's payment of fines for prisoners who are sentenced but with the option of fine.
As of yesterday, the 17th day of November 2023, there were about 80,804 inmates in 253 custodial facilities nationwide, which with total installed capacity of less than 50,000. This shows that our custodial centers are overcrowded.
The gesture is part of a larger reform program aimed at decongesting custodial centers.
This is in our bid to decongest custodial centers as well as make them humane for proper reformation and rehabilitation of offenders to take place.
The beneficiaries are those whose fines do not exceed 1 million naira.
Today's event is significant and quite admirable, as it emphasizes the minister's zeal and commitment to sustain the ongoing reforms in the service.
The minister is optimistic the gesture is in the right direction and in line with the renewed hope agenda of the administration. Sifon ACN, TVC News, Abuja.
Now talking security, the Nigerian Army has detonated an additional 1,413 unexploded ordnance after the January 2023 two bomb blasts at the Ikeja Cantonment in Lagos. This is part of effort of the Army to make safety of Nigerians a priority. Senior correspondent Ikeja Cantonment reports.
It's about 2 a.m. and the trucks carrying the recovered unexploded ordnances and men are making their way out of Ikeja Cantonment area of exercise cleanup. Earlier, the Nigerian Army had issued a statement stating the movement of USOs from Ikeja Cantonment to Nigerian Army range Owode Agilete in Ogun State. Given what they are transporting, the trucks are expected to move at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. In the convoy are full complement of Nigerian Police Force EOD unit, Civil Defense Corps, Federal Road Safety Corps, and Fire Service. Different high caliber of USOs were recovered. Our crew are used to the procedure, knowing that the only way we can be allowed access to this area is by wearing the protective kit. Also, fewer men were on ground in case of any unforeseen circumstances. On ground are EOD operators from Nigerian Army engineers and also special ammunition technical officers skill from Nigerian Army Ordnance Corps. Enough sandbags are here and 6 pits are going to be used for the explosion to be done in 2 phases. We are here at the disposal sites. Last time that we were here, 642 unexploded ordnance were disposed here. Today, if you look behind me, the officers are already preparing to detonate over 1,000 unexploded ordnance. Today is the last day. If you look behind me, they've started tamping for, placement, and even the sand bags are here, which they will use to ensure that fragments that will come out after detonation, it's subdued with the pressure of the sandbags. In a couple of minutes, the detonation will take place. Each time, the tension in the atmosphere is the same. That blast was accompanied by shouts of joy, as officers know it's mission accomplished.
Thank you, Jesus.
Ikeja Cantonment, TVC News, Ogun State.
More than 500 persons have benefited from the medical outreach organized by the National Association of Sea Dogs. The exercise held in Ikota Primary Health Care in Etiosa, local government area, Lagos. Speaking to journalists, the NAS Capone Abiola Waje noted that the exercise is part of the organization's social responsibility to provide health care to persons in harder-to-reach areas. Beneficiaries include women, children, and the elderly.
We always ensure that we put the people first in what we do. And we always believe in the mantra that it's not for us, that it's always for the people, what we do things for. And as far as we are concerned, we are here to help the underprivileged people who cannot afford the luxury of flying abroad for medical treatments and so on.
So this is part of what we do to get back some of our to society that we support, right? So I'm excited to see a lot of my national officers here, excited to see a lot of the community people coming out, very excited, getting some medical aids as much as possible.
This has been going on for probably about 13 years now, from 2010. So we've been identifying vulnerable communities across Nigeria where there is a health care gap, and we try to bring our professionals together to support the communities.